Hey everyone, I'm Shana and you're watching Recipes Are Simple. Today we're making Middle Eastern style minced beef pizza. It's very easy to make. It's a quick and simple recipe for you to try during this lockdown period. If you have frozen pizza crust in your freezer, it makes it even easier. So if you don't have frozen pizza crust for this recipe, you can always check out my older recipe for chicken supreme pizza, also a wonderful tasty pizza in which I show you how to make the homemade pizza crust. So for this recipe, we need 6 large tomatoes. You want to boil them down for 10 minutes till the skin is peeling off. Drain them, allow them to cool. Meanwhile, I have here 600 grams of minced beef. This is what we'll be using to make our topping. And for the beef, we have 4 medium-sized red onions as well as 6 large cloves of garlic. A little bit more garlic won't do any harm. And we're going to finely chop this. Set that aside. And here in my pan, we're going to pour 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And we're going to saute the finely chopped onion and garlic. So you don't want to saute this too long, you just want it to be slightly softened. And when the onion is slightly translucent, we can add the minced beef. So this is 600 grams of minced beef. Now you just want to fry this on a high flame till the beef is slightly browned. So initially you will see that a lot of water and moisture is released from the beef, and then eventually the water dries out. So that's what we're going for, and then the minced beef will turn slightly brown. So once all the water is gone, we're going to add some spice mix. I'm adding 2 teaspoons of mixed spice blend called Baharat Spice. It's a Middle Eastern spice blend, and I do have a recipe for that on my channel. Check it out. The link is in the description. We're also going to add half a teaspoon of salt. And if you don't have the Baharat Spice mix, you can always add your own preferred spice mix. It will just add a different flavor. So the beef's done, we can set that aside to cool off a little bit. And for the sauce, we have here the tomatoes that have cooled down, and I peeled them as well. And we're just going to blend them without adding any water to a puree. So here I've set aside the beef, and for the sauce, we have 2 large onions and 3 to 6 cloves of garlic that has already been chopped like this. So again, we're going to add some olive oil to the pan, and we're going to saute the onion and garlic once again for the tomato sauce. So this is a nice chunky tomato sauce for this minced beef pizza. Here you want to saute the onions and garlic till it's slightly browning, and then we can add the puree that we just made. I just want to cook this down for 7 to 10 minutes till the sauce is thickened and it's deepened in color. Once it's reduced, add salt to taste as well as a pinch of sugar to balance out the flavors. And I'm also adding a few fresh basil leaves. So the sauce is ready. And here I have 6 medium-sized store-bought frozen pizza crusts that were already thawed. We can make 6 with this recipe. First you want to brush them down lightly with olive oil, and then we're going to divide the sauce between all the 6 pizza crusts. To spread them all over, and in my house we don't like a dry crust, so I tend to spread a little bit more towards the edges than usual. And then we're also going to divide the minced beef topping over the pizzas. And for the rest of our toppings, grated cheese, you can use mozzarella and a combination of light cheddar or whatever you like. And we're also using green bell peppers. Sometimes I cut them long, sometimes I cut them into squares. And you can also use sliced canned mushrooms. That goes well with this recipe, just a little bit, as well as sliced black olives. That's great in this pizza. We're going to sprinkle some oregano before we bake them in the oven. So I have 3 trays here in my oven. I'm just going to put them all together. Bake at 195 degrees Celsius for 15 to 20 minutes until your crust is slightly golden. And I did switch the trays in between baking so they all bake out evenly. So that's a quick and simple minced beef pizza for you. And don't forget to check out my other recipe for pizza if you want to make the homemade pizza crust. I hope you try the simple recipe. I hope it helps you during this time of lockdown. I hope you're all staying well. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Let me know what kind of recipes you're looking for. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Bye!